Hi, my name is SHAIBU AMIKE. My student ID is MIT 170652, and I'm a student of networking. And currently, I'm trying to compare two different monitoring tools from the one they gave in the assessment. I picked two, which I want to assess, which I want to talk about. And the first one is ATOP, and the other one is NMON. Basically, they are used, they are used for monitoring system performance. They're just used to monitor the system performance. That's basically what they do. But for the ATOP, it highlights the critical resource using colors, and it also uses NetTop canal modem to monitor the TCP and the UDP and the network bandwidth. It also shows the resource usage of all the processes, even if they are completed or closed. And it monitors the trends within the process and ignore the process that are unused. And the last and another one about the ATOP again is a ASCII full screen performance monitor, which can log in report activities of all server processes. While the NMON, the short name for NMON is basically Nagel's monitor, and is a common line and tools that present performance and information about the system to the user. And it's also monitor the CPU, it monitor the memory stats. It also monitors the virtual memory stats too. Basically, there's just little they are similar when it comes to comparison. Both of them, what they basically do is to monitor the system performance. They monitor the system performance like for the ATOP. When you run it, you just see the way the CPU is going up and down, the percentage and everything. The same thing with the NMON. So basically, what they do is just to monitor the system performance. When you want to run this program, like you want to get the to update it, you just for the ATOP, you press sudo apt-get update. Then when you want to run the file, like you want to install it, you just press sudo apt-get install atop-y. Then that's when the program keeps running. It runs and it stops, runs to the end. Then when you want to check for the commands, you just press atop. It displays all the commands. That's when you check about see how the program is running, initializing and everything. Then when you want to talk about the NMON, the NMON is still basically the same thing. It's just to press sudo apt-get update. The thing start updating, like what I showed you in my demo. Then if you want to install, you just press sudo apt-get install nmon-y. The thing starts running. You see it's updating. If you press command small c, it will show you the CPU. When you press the small n, it shows you about the network connections and everything. Then when you go and press NMON, it displays all the commands. The commands comes up. From the commands, you can actually see how the system is performing. From there, you just know basically what the thing does is just to monitor the system performance, how the system is running, how the system is going, what is happening, how is initializing, how is trying to get the IPs and everything. That's basically what they do. It's just one of the many. They are just the two of them is just one of the many monitoring tools we use when we want to monitor our system, the performance of our system. For us to get the actual performance of our system, is either I choose the NMON, the ATOP, the power top, and many other ones there. But for me, I prefer to choose the ATOP and the NMON because basically I want to just elaborate on it because I've used it before in my previous school back in my country, Nigeria. So basically, that's what they do. Like, simple. We all know ATOP. I like the critical resources of by using colors, and it talks about the usage of the resource usage of this process when it's closed and opened. Like for the M1, talks about the performance information. It gives the performance information to the users. That's basically what it does. Thank you.
Yeah, I will present two monitoring tools for system performance. The first one is AMON and the second one is ATOP. I'll start by opening the terminal. I click on the terminal, then I type in sudo apps-get updates. Then I press enter. It's updating. You can see it's updating, finding the source, finding the Kali, it's moving, it's trying to fetch the data is done. Then for us to install, I need to press sudo apps-get install NMON -y, and I press enter. It's installing. Yeah, it's going. It's installing. As you can see, it's trying to get the for the packages. Is reading the database. As you can see, it's selecting previous selected package, and it's on 30%. It's going. It's processing triggers for libc dash bin. That's what it's doing. It's trying to install a newly installed upgrade. It's still processing. It's trying to go. It's processing. It's still going. It's kind of the system is kind of slow, but it's going. It's setting on the NMON now. It's processing it. It's setting up the NMON. Yeah. Then for us to get the command, yes, that one is done. Then for us to get the command, we go to NMON. We type NMON. Then we press enter. Yeah, these are basically all the commands keys. We have the C for the CPU, we have the small m for the memory, we have the D for the disks. Like, let me show you something. If you press the D, the small D, it's going to show you the disk name, which is busy, is reading in kilobytes. It's showing 00. It's showing 00. So this disk is showing 00. It's showing 00. So I need to go back. Then let's do for the so I need to I want to get in again to show you more. So I need to type M1 and press enter. Then if I type the small c, it shows you this CPU user percentage. The CPU user 1, the percentage is 1.6, keep increasing. 1.20 is reading. So I need to go back again to the packet. That one is done. Then the second one is ATOP. So I need to type sudo again. apt dash get install ATOP install ATOP dash y. Now press enter. It's installing now. You can see it's working. It's updating now. Yeah, it's installing. That's it. It's installing. It's trying to install. Everything is going. Everything is going. Then for me to bring all the commands, I just have to press ATOP. Then I type enter. These are all the commands. It's showing all the command ATOP. As you can see, it's showing the system. It's showing the system and process activity since booting. It's trying to bring out the packets and everything. So there's elapse, there's the command, there's the CPU is 0%, the CMD, the RODSK, the NG arrow, everything is showing here. That is basically everything. Then if we need to go back again, Ctrl C, and still press it up to demonstrate more stuff. So if I press it up again, I press enter. This is the CPU talking about the system, which is 15%. It's talking about the user. The user is 12. It keeps increasing. It goes up and down. This is basically everything. That talks about the ATOP routes, talks about the P, they talk about the system CPU, it talks about the vgrow, it talks about the arrow grow, and this is basically all the commands here. And as you can see, it's keep on fluctuating, going up and down, going up, comes down. It's basically everything. Here I have to go back again. So that's basically everything. So everything is about the ATOP and the NMON. As you can see, they installing it on everything. So there's it. Yeah, thank you.
Hi. Yeah, I want to conclude this video by actually giving you some few tips about it, like the ATOP, the NMON. Basically, both of them does the same. Both of them does similar things. They're just used for system performance, the performance of a system. They tell the users how the system performs. One shows shows the performance, how they monitor the CPU and the UDP and the bandwidth for the ATOP, while the other one, or the NMON, talks about the performance of the information performance of all this of the system. So basically, they do the same thing. They are similar to each other. It's one just one monitoring tools from the other monitoring tools, but basically they are similar. You can't pick this one out of this one. They run, they initialize, they talk about how the system performs and everything. So basically, if you want to look at it, anywhere you want to look at it, most of them are just to perform, to show you how your system performs. In conclusion of this tools, I would say Amont and Nmont and ATOP, they have great similarities. They work almost together, like they work in one form, but the way basically the way the system comes out, like it pops out when you try to install it and everything, and when you try to run it, you see everything is just running, trying to see how the system is performing, the initializing, trying to talk about the percentage of the how the CPU is running and everything. So basically it's just the same. That's basically what I can say about it. That's my conclusion of this video. Thank you.